Have you ever heard people throw around words like DeFi, staking, or yield farming and thought, wait, what language is that? You're not alone. Finance already feels confusing, and when you add crypto into the mix, it can sound like an alien world. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be. Today, I'm breaking everything down into simple, bite-sized pieces you'll actually understand. No boring lectures, no complicated jargon, just clear explanations with real-life examples. By the end of this series, you'll go from confused to confident. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's decode the future of money together. If you want more tips like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. It really helps the channel grow, and you'll keep getting fresh crypto insights and updates in the future. Here's the promise. In this video, you'll finally understand what decentralized finance, or DeFi, is all about. We'll cover the key terms that confuse most beginners, like liquidity pools, yield farming, staking, governance tokens, and impermanent loss. I'll also compare these DeFi tools with stock market concepts you already know, like dividends, ETFs, and brokers. By connecting the two worlds, you'll see that DeFi isn't as strange as it seems. It's just a new way of doing old financial stuff, but faster, more open, and without middlemen. By the end, you'll understand how people are earning, why risks exist, and where this whole movement might be heading. If you've ever felt stuck between two worlds, maybe you've invested in stocks, but you're curious about crypto, or maybe you're into DeFi, but traditional finance feels like another language. This channel is for you. Let's start with what you already know, traditional finance. This is the world of banks, stock markets, and brokers. If you want to invest, you usually need to go through a middleman. They approve your account, take their fees, and sometimes even block you if you don't meet certain requirements. Want to send money overseas? It can take days, and you'll pay extra charges. Want a loan? You'll have to prove your income, credit score, and maybe even beg your bank manager. This system has worked for years, but it often feels slow, expensive, and built more for the institutions than for everyday people like you and me. Now imagine flipping that system upside down. Instead of banks, brokers, and middlemen, we have code, smart contracts, running on the blockchain. This is the heart of DeFi, or decentralized finance. It's like a giant open playground for money, where anyone can join. You don't need permission. You don't need a bank account. All you need is an internet connection and a crypto wallet. So why should you care? Because DeFi could change the way we all use money. Think of it this way, banks earn billions lending out your deposits. In DeFi, you can cut out the bank and earn those profits yourself. Sending money abroad doesn't have to take days. In DeFi, it's seconds. Trading assets doesn't have to cost huge fees. Here, it's cheaper and automatic. And unlike traditional finance, anyone in the world can join, no matter where they live or how much money they start with. It's finance that's open to everyone, not just the rich or powerful. That's why people say DeFi isn't just tech, it's a revolution. Picture a giant pot of money where everyone throws in their coins. That's a liquidity pool. Instead of one big bank, thousands of people contribute tokens, and those tokens make trading possible on decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. Every time someone swaps coins using the pool, the contributors earn a small fee. So it's like lending your toys to the neighborhood toy box, and each time a friend plays, you get candy in return. Liquidity pools are the beating heart of DeFi. Without them, decentralized trading wouldn't work. They make markets liquid, fast, and fair, all powered by the community, not a corporation. Simple, smart, and super powerful. Now let's farm some coins. Yield farming is all about chasing the best rewards by moving your crypto around different DeFi platforms. You deposit your coins into a protocol, and it pays you back with interest or extra tokens. It's kind of like switching between savings accounts to get the best rate, except in DeFi, the returns can be much higher and move much faster. The fun part? You're literally growing rewards over time. The tricky part? It can be risky. Prices swing, rules change, and sometimes rewards don't last. Still, yield farming is one of the most exciting ways people earn in DeFi, fast, flexible, and always evolving. Staking is like putting your crypto in a digital time lock box. You lock up coins to help secure a blockchain network, and in return, you earn rewards. The network needs people to stake because it keeps everything running smoothly and safe from attacks. Popular coins like Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana let you stake. Rewards often come as extra tokens of the same coin you locked. The longer you stake, the more you earn, kind of like getting interest at a bank. But staking also means patience. Your coins are tied up, so you can't always pull them out right away. Still, it's one of the simplest ways to earn passive income with crypto. Imagine being more than just an investor. Imagine having a vote, ballot box with ballot emoji, in how a project runs. That's what governance tokens give you. They're special tokens that let holders decide on updates, changes, or rules of a DeFi protocol. For example, owning UNI tokens means you can vote on how Uniswap evolves. It's like being a shareholder in a company, but instead of waiting for board meetings, decisions happen online and directly. Governance tokens give the community power, not just a few insiders. They're one of the ways DeFi keeps things decentralized. So when you hold them, you're not just watching from the sidelines, you're part of the decision-making team. This one sounds complicated, but let's keep it simple. Impermanent loss happens when you add tokens to a liquidity pool, and their prices change while they're sitting there. If one coin shoots up in value while the other stays the same, you might actually earn less than if you had just held the coins outside the pool. Why is it called impermanent? Because if prices go back to normal, the loss disappears. But if they don't, it sticks. Think of it like lending out two toys. Suddenly, one becomes super rare, but when you get them back, you end up with fewer of the rare one than if you just kept it. Stocks represent ownership in a company, like Apple or Tesla. Tokens in DeFi are similar but more flexible. They can represent ownership in a project, voting rights, or even a claim to future rewards. The difference? Stocks rely on companies and regulators, while tokens rely on code and communities. Both give you skin in the game, but tokens move faster and trade 247 without a stock exchange in the middle. For stock investors, think of tokens as a new type of share, digital, global, and powered by blockchain instead of Wall Street. Different tools, same idea, ownership and value. Stock investors love dividends. It's the classic reward: hold company shares, and the company pays you part of its profits. In DeFi, we have something similar: staking rewards. When you stake coins, you're helping the blockchain, and it rewards you with extra tokens. The big difference? Dividends depend on company performance, while staking rewards come directly from the network's design. Both give you passive income for simply holding. So if you already enjoy dividends from stocks, staking will feel very familiar, just digital, faster, and sometimes with much higher returns. Think of it as dividends 2.0, but with a crypto twist. ETFs bundle stocks together into one product, so you can own a little piece of many companies at once. Liquidity pools do something similar in DeFi. Instead of bundling companies, they bundle tokens into pairs, like ETH and USDC, so people can trade smoothly. The cool part? If you provide coins to the pool, you don't just sit there, you actually earn fees every time someone trades. So while ETFs give you diversification, liquidity pools give you both exposure and income. One is managed by Wall Street, the other by smart contracts. Both spread risk, but liquidity pools make you an active part of the market. Uniswap is like a giant robot exchange, robot emoji. No humans, no brokers, no opening hours. Just code. It runs entirely on liquidity pools, which means anyone can provide tokens, and anyone can trade instantly. The prices adjust automatically using an algorithm called an automated market maker. No order books, no waiting. The best part? The fees collected from trades go back to the people who supplied the tokens. So it's not a company profiting, it's the community. Uniswap showed the world that you don't need a stock exchange building to trade assets. You just need code, liquidity, and a network of people. It's one of the clearest examples of DeFi in action. Aave is basically a digital bank, but without the bank emoji, you can deposit coins to earn interest, or borrow coins if you need them. The twist? There's no banker deciding if you qualify. It's all handled by smart contracts. If you deposit, you earn interest. If you borrow, you put up collateral, like locking up some ETH to borrow stablecoins. Interest rates change automatically based on supply and demand. No paperwork, no waiting weeks, no middlemen. Just code. Aave even offers flash loans, instant, non-collateral loans that must be repaid in the same transaction. Something like that would be impossible in traditional finance. Curve focuses on one thing: stable coins. These are coins that stay pegged to the dollar, like USDC or DAI. Curve makes trading stablecoins super smooth and cheap. Why does that matter? Because if you're moving money around in DeFi, you want something reliable and low risk. Curve's design minimizes price slippage, meaning you get the best deal when trading between stablecoins. And just like other DeFi platforms, people who provide liquidity earn rewards from all that trading. Compound is all about lending and borrowing, just like Aave. You put coins into the platform, and they start earning interest right away. Others can borrow those coins, and they pay interest. Everything runs automatically with smart contracts. What's cool is that when you deposit, you get a token that represents your deposit, called C tokens, which also grows in value as you earn interest. Compound was one of the first DeFi platforms to really take off, showing people that finance doesn't need banks. It's simple, powerful, and community-driven. In many ways, Compound is like the foundation of modern DeFi lending markets. Let's be honest, the reason many people jump into DeFi is the rewards. Banks give you less than 1% interest? In DeFi, you might see 5%, 10%, sometimes even higher depending on the platform. Yield farming, staking, and liquidity pools can all create passive income streams that feel way more exciting than a traditional savings account. Plus, it's global, open 247, and you're in control. No waiting for approvals, no banking hours. Just connect your wallet and start. For early adopters, these rewards can be life-changing. But as we'll see, those high returns come with high risks. Here's the flip side. DeFi can be dangerous. Hacks, scams, and smart contract bugs have caused people to lose millions. Impermanent loss can eat into your profits. Tokens can crash overnight. And because DeFi is so new, there aren't the same protections as traditional finance. If your bank fails, there's insurance. If a DeFi platform fails, your money could be gone. That doesn't mean you should avoid it completely, but it does mean you need to be smart. Always research projects, start small, and understand the risks before chasing rewards. In DeFi, the rule is simple: high risk, high reward. So how do you play it safe in DeFi? Start small. Don't throw in money you can't afford to lose. Spread your investments across different projects, just like stock investors diversify across companies. Stick with big, proven platforms like Uniswap, Aave, or Curve before testing unknown ones, and always keep learning. The people who get burned are usually the ones who rush in blind. DeFi isn't about gambling, it's about smart strategy. If you treat it like a marathon, not a sprint, you can avoid the biggest traps and still enjoy the rewards. Think steady growth, not get-rich-quick. DeFi is still young, like the internet in the 90s. Back then, nobody knew Google or Amazon would take over, but early users who understood the potential changed their lives. That's where we are now with DeFi. Some projects will fail, and yes, there will be scams. But the survivors could reshape finance forever. Imagine a future where you can get a loan, invest, or send money instantly without ever touching a bank. DeFi is moving fast, and if history tells us anything, the biggest winners will be the ones who learned early, experimented carefully, and stuck around for the long run. Here's the thing, DeFi isn't going to replace traditional finance overnight. Instead, the two worlds are slowly blending. More banks are experimenting with blockchain. Big institutions are investing in crypto. Governments are even looking at digital currencies. The future of money will likely be a mix of old and new, a hybrid system where banks still exist, but they run alongside decentralized platforms. For investors, that means more opportunities and more choices. You won't have to pick one side or the other. You'll be able to use both, depending on what works best for you. So why does this matter for you? Because the earlier you understand DeFi, the better prepared you'll be. Stock investors who ignored tech in the 90s missed out on massive gains. The same could happen with DeFi today. You don't need to go all in, but you should at least understand how it works, where it's heading, and what role it might play in your portfolio. Finance is changing, whether we like it or not. And the people who learn now will have a huge advantage when DeFi and traditional finance fully collide. Knowledge isn't just power, it's profit. If this video helped you understand DeFi better, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join us here at DeFi Vault. Every week, we break down crypto and stocks in a way anyone can understand. No fluff, no jargon, just straight up value. Drop a comment with the DeFi term that confused you the most, I might cover it in the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, the future of money is already here. The only question is, will you be ready?